Okay. So, in the recently on the 23rd, we just celebrated our 6th month anniversary. Like we just launched our MentoMeet 6 months ago, 23rd September. And or in the initial or final aim was for JEE and NEET mentorship. So what is basically MentoMeet? MentoMeet is an ed tech platform where we provide a mentorship from top institute student like IIT-JEE and MC student to the person who are preparing for their exams. So basically, it's like the giving and transferring the experience that the person who have already achieved and giving them to the person who is going to achieve and reach to that point. So it's like just knowledge transfer and giving them the experience that we have already achieved. So our aim was to give a personal mentorship to every student and giving them reach to the top institute, like how they can get their aim and how can get their reach. So this was our initial aim. And after that, we started like we have in the IITs, we have our senior student as well who have already placed in the top companies like Flipkart, Amazon, and Google, Microsoft as well. So I thought that we can do one much more better than just JEE and NEET. So we started around 2-3 months ago that yeah we can make one more plan in the our college related things. So in the college, we can provide a mentorship to the person who are preparing for the who have just entered in the college and they need a mentor for their college journey regarding like when I just entered in college, I have a lot of problems and issues like how am I going to choose my branch and which branch is the better, whether I choose go for the CS branch or whether I go for the non-CS branch and everything. Like if I choose CS branch, then how will I proceed? Whether it is very hard or difficult. Coding, if I choose coding, whether it is made for me or not. So these are the problems that I faced initially. So I thought that what if I have a mentor? So a mentor can give every problem solution, and he can give all problem solution to me. So this is what the MentoMeet provide. MentoMeet provide a one-to-one mentor to their a college student who need mentorship in their coding things or internship or placement. Like how can he get placement? So these are the mentorship that he need. So we started that thing. So now we will start the our introduction of our speakers and who are all our speakers. So yeah, I will start from my side first. So this is Ajay, and I am currently studying in BTech Computer Science in fourth year from IIT Roorkee, and I just placed in the Czech Incorporation, an educational e-learning website. So I when I started the preparation of placement, I also felt the same, and so I think that now we can provide solution for all the problems. So now I want to go to Abdul that he just introduce himself. Okay, yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, Aman, you can start your introduction.
Uh, Hey guys, this is Aman Jaiswal. I am also a CSE fourth year student from IIT Roorkee. As per my interest, I'm majorly interested in core computer science field like networks, OS, also exploring fields of human-computer interaction and multi-robot systems. I'm having a job offer from Amazon India and will be joining the same in the next term.
Yeah, Abhishek, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. So, hello everyone. This is Abhishek Rathod from IIT Roorkee. Currently, I'm pursuing my BTech in computer science, and I'm in my final year. I have received a pre-placement offer from Goldman Sachs, which is an investment banking firm based in New York. Uh, my areas of interest include computer networks, product development, and fields of data science like computer vision.
Okay, great. And Abhik, are you there?
Yep, I'm there. So, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, great. So, just like my friend said, I am also from IIT Roorkee, Computer Science, and I am currently in my final year. And I got placed in Dream 11, which is a fantasy sports game, and maybe most of you have heard about it, Dream 11. And like my areas of interest are core computer science topics like advanced operating systems, algorithms, and other than that, I have research works in machine learning and cloud computing. So, yep, let the next follow up.
Yeah, okay, great, Abhik. So we have one another mentor, but he is stuck at some quarantine center and he is just trailing to the college. And he's Karan Lamba, and he also got placed and got a PP offer from the Flipkart. And he is also from the final year computer science IIT Roorkee. So very soon he will also join until he will start our presentation. So yeah, so we will start like if someone just entered in the college and what are the opportunities and what are the various career paths that he has or he or she has. So whenever some student enter, he have choice whether he get circuit branch or non-circuit branch. Then if he choose circuit branch, then what are the opportunities he has and what are the things that he can explore. These are things that we are going to cover. And also if some person get non-circuit branch, what are the options that he has, he or she has, and what if he want to go to the software side from the non-circuit branch. So we are going to cover all these things. So Abdul, you want to say something about what are the career opportunities person have? Abdul, just I want to add some more point in the like the platforms that, as Abdul already said, that each and every website has is its own benefits. Like the lead code, as I felt that the one of the best website I got, because what you get at the lead code is that you have everything. Like if you stuck at somewhere, you can go through the blogs, and you can go through the like some there are in the comment section, they have some hints, and they can provide all the help if you need. So there are a lot of benefits in the lead code. You can get all the cheat sheets and all the hacks if you are facing some problems in any related problems, like if you start with the dynamic programming, or if you go with the graph problems, they have each set for each kind of problem. So you do not have to go through a lot of website. You can stuck with the one website. As Abdul said, InterviewBit is preparing for 2-3 months, and Geeks for Geeks. If you have in the Geeks for Geeks, there are 5 levels in the lead code. You can get all the cheat sheets and all the hacks. If you are facing some problems in any related problems, you will be if you start with the dynamic programming, or your exam and go with the graph problems, they have each set for each kind of problem. So you do not have to go through a lot of website. You can stuck with the one website. As Abdul said, InterviewBit is preparing for 2-3 months, and Geeks for Geeks. If you have in the Geeks for Geeks, there are 5 levels in the lead code. You can get all the cheat sheets and all the hacks. If you are facing some problems in any related problem, you will placement exam. Most of the test paper held on the current, so you can share your profile with the examiner. So like if you have got a very good rank in the current, then it will be visible to your examiner. So that is very beneficial. And also, as a big set, there is code forces as well, where you can prepare, and you can try that as well. So web development, Abdul, you want to go with web development? Hello. Yeah, no, carry on. Yeah, and I want to add one more point. Like those of web development, anyone can start. Like it is not kind of thing that you will be needing a very good knowledge of operating system, networks, or anything. Even first year student can start as well. We start from the basic front end like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then if so after that there are many high level framework as well like the React.js, Next.js as well. So in the first year you can start with the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then you can also learn the in the backend you as Abdul said Django, and there are many frameworks Django, Spring Boot, and Node.js as well. So you can choose one of them. If you go with the web development, then it's a very good that if you go with the JavaScript in the coding side as well, because JavaScript you can use for the web development. In the front end side, JavaScript will be used for the React.js, and the backend side, Node.js. And you can also write code for the native app that we will cover in the next session, app development part. So you can write the web development and app development as well, and you can also code with your competitive coding as well. So these are the benefit for the JavaScript. So JavaScript will be highly used. So you can use that, and web development is for everyone. You can start in any year. So this is the basic of web development, and
Yeah,
let,
I want to
yeah,
add some
yeah,
more
yeah.
points. Like as said, like database is also a kind of vast thing. There are many kinds of databases like SQL, NoSQL, real-time graph, and like if you want to start from the basic things, try to build some like sign up portal or something like this, and you can go out with this. So even like in our colleges also, when the people and the students start writing code for the front end using vanilla JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and at the back end they try out with PHP because it's an easy one to start with, and then slowly they move to Node.js and then to higher languages like Django and others. But then it's better to know like when to use which frameworks and other knowledges. So we can suggest like we will provide you links later on which will give some insights into when to use tech stacks and what should be the tutorial that should be followed for learning those things. Okay, so Ajay, you can take over from
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Thanks, Abhi. So I have added some links and the resources in the last of the web PPT, and I will add more because I have to add some YouTube links and YouTube courses that are available, and we will add that. So now we will proceed with the our next career path, that is the app development part. So Aman will go over to the basic of the app development.
Hello. Yeah. So basically, app development depends a lot on what kind of platform you're developing your app for. Like majorly, you can develop app on some kind of like mobile platforms are there like iOS, Android, then Windows. These are single platform or native application. They generally we develop native application for those, like the application developed for those particular OS, which generally work for those OS only and won't be compatible to other OS. Then there are hybrid applications that are cross-platform, like the application developed from one platform can be used onto any other platform. Majorly, the example of such kind of tools are React Native, that is a tool developed by Facebook, and can through this you can create web application that are cross platform. Also, progressive web apps have become too very popular nowadays. That also works on cross platform. Tools that we require for building a cross platform applications are generally web based tools like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. These are the very basic tools that we require to build a cross platform application. Now, coming to a native application. The native application generally depends, as I said, on what kind of platform you're building the application for. For example, Android generally require Java, XML, or Kotlin to develop application. iOS require Shift, C Objective to build their application. Then Windows require C# to build the applications. And these applications are not class platform, like the application developed for Android will only work on Android. You won't be able to work that. You won't be able to make that application work on any iOS devices. So let's see. For example, let's discuss a little bit about developing a native application through Android. So first step would be, in my opinion, learning a programming language. Learning a programming language for Android would be Java, Kotlin, and XML. Java or Kotlin are optional. Like, you can choose any of the one to start with Android development. In my opinion, Java is much better option for beginners, as Java is highly adopted in corporate world, and that would be much helpful for you in future cases also. Although Kotlin have a much simpler syntax, but I would still recommend you to go with Java. Then comes XML, that is an extension markup language that are basically used to design the front end of our Android applications. So after going through and learning basics of these two, Java and XML, we can start with getting familiarized with the IDE, that is Android Studio, for developing Android application. So what kind of file structure does Android Studio has? If anyone is here is familiar with IntelliJ IDE, then Android Studio is much similar to IntelliJ. For getting familiarized with Android Studio will be like knowing the file structure, what kind of files does an Android package will have, like different kind of files, like manifest file has, Gradle files, what are build tools, what kind of build tools Android Studio provides, and what are the use of build tools. Like Gradle is a build tool that most of the IntelliJ IDE as well as Android Studio highly use. Then learning how to create a new project, learning different activities, what is an activity, what are different Android components. This all you can easily learn through a course. Basically. Yeah. Hello.
Okay, I guess there is just no problem. Aman, you can continue, I guess.
Okay. So this all what I'm talking about, you can easily learn through a course on Udemy or say YouTube. I will highly recommend you Boston tutorials on that. On Udemy also there is a very good course by Rock Percival that you can go through to learn different Android components, like what are the UI elements, what are activities, what kind of task buttons UI elements are, like frame, layout, text to edit view buttons are there, how to add those buttons into UI, how to manipulate those this button through Java code. And then after learning through this basic element, you can go to learn little complex element like adding a database, adding cloud database to a system, like learning about Firebase, then learning about threading, how you can create threads of your system, of your application. Then you can also get into studying about how to add third-party libraries to applications through Gradle files. And this will be the basic of how to get into like Android development. After learning a small, I will suggest, like most of the you think when learning while learning anything, you will think, okay, I don't know a particular thing, so I should first try to learn that and then try to make a project. But in my experience, starting with learning a very small amount of thing about any field, and then going with a project, like start a project, and then along with the project you learn a lot than just learning by yourself. Start a project, try to build it. When you are not able to find it, you Google it, you find the application, you learn much better while building a project. So yeah, that's what. Ajay, you can take over. Yes.
Yeah. So as I said, like the development is also can be started in any years. You just need to learn one language, and you can start developing app for your mobile apps or Android or iOS apps. And there are some courses, and I have added an roadmap for the app development, and you can check that link, and that is very vast link. Like it's include a lot of resource, and you will be getting anything that is very needed for app development part. So if someone want to add more to the app development, can add. Abhik, if you want to add.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Okay.
I can try to add something like in the native as iOS is concerned, or you can think of Flutter,
Yeah.
which is also a cross-platform application. You can develop with that, or Flutter for Android and Flutter for iOS. So
Yeah.
it's really easy to start with. Even iOS applications, if you use Swift, it contains high number of like libraries, frameworks are there, AI Kit, Health Kit. Many things are provided by them, and it's easy to start with. Swift is also an easy language. Java is also something like you can use in competitive programs. Even I use like Java mainly for competitive programming. So it's an beginner friendly language, as Aman said, and like yeah, that's it. You can start over with it using
Yeah.
Android Studio or something like that.
So as he said that you can use React Native for the native app development, and also but the Flutter is growing very much in the very high speed, because the React Native is developed by the Facebook, and the but the Flutter is developed by the Google. So everyone believe in the Google products. So it is going
Oh
to
yeah,
be.
but more than that, like Flutter provides a beautiful UI. Means like
Yeah.
design elements are very nice with that.
Yeah.
So people prefer it.
Yeah. So you can use any of them. So now we start the one of the very fastly growing field, that is the data science. Like the most of the in the nowadays, anyone want to be a machine learner or a data science deep learner. So what is the data science? So basically, if you have seen in the Netflix that you how you get the recommendation, that if you have seen something related, and how the Netflix recommend you that you may want to watch these shows, or you want to watch these shows or not. So Netflix use very good recommendation system there. And you have also seen that like there is image recognition system, like how nowadays everyone is using image recognition and digit recognition, and there are so many use cases for the data science field. So it is very growing in a very good speed. So in the data science field, we have mainly the everything is related to the mathematics. Like in the data science, mainly what we have to do, we have to train our machine how to behave like a human. So in the very basic explanation is like training the machine to behave like a human. So that is the what the machine learning. So here we just learn the machine. So in the very technical way, what we have to do here with the machine learning is that we have to train machine over computer with the some kind of data, and we have to train the data, and the machine or computer learn the data with some experience, and with every experience we have some kind of efficiency. So these are the three things that is very important in the machine learning, that is the experience, data, and the the efficiency. So if we say that if the person is if the machine predicted that the person is named with this person, so what is the probability that the predicted by the machine is correct or not? So these are the things that the machine learning cover. So we can predict the data, what is going to happen next. So in that thing we have so many machine learning algorithms, like supervised learning or unsupervised learning, and classification algorithms. And data science is very widely being used in the medical science as well. Like we can categorize some nodes. So there are so many fields in the data science, and a lot of companies, most of the companies hire data scientists as well. So anyone if want to go with the data science, he can go with that field as well. And there are courses for in the course era as well with the entry. If someone want to science, so he or she can go with the NTNG courses, and we will also provide all the NTNG courses link as well, and you can go through with that. And the all the lectures are the paid as well, but you can also use like you can apply. So if you want to go with the data science, then choose the Python for the, that will be very, because the Python is very highly used in the data science field. So you can go with the Python and start solving some basic problem. First, you can just go through some basic courses that is related to the starting in the beginner of the programming. So just go through that course, then start solving basic problem and increase your level. And in the first 2 3 months you will be feeling very blank, and that is fine. Everyone felt that thing. So just don't lose your hope, or don't lose your confidence. You will be very soon, you will get that thing as well. And after the basic learning of the programming, like the arrays and the strings or some basic problem, after that you can go with the data structure and algorithm course, and you can go with that as well. So Abdul, you want to add something? Yeah, so sorry, I was muted. So what I was saying, that what are the opportunities, uh, what are the opportunities that he or she has in the first year or second year, and how he or she can apply for the GSOC or internship. A big, you can go with like the, how can someone is first year or second year, how he or she can apply for GSOC or internship.
Yeah, sure. So let me come to GSOC first. Okay, so it's like in open source, and I started in open source in the month, like in the month of December in 2018. So I was completely new to that. I learned about GitHub. There are some websites which provide some tutorials regarding Git. So just go through that. Try to accomplish the complete levels. There will be various levels, like nearly 7 to 8 levels will be there. So go through those levels. Learn about Git. Learn about GitHub, and how to squash the commits, how to rebase the commits, and all types of things. After that, you can look into like what are the skills which you have. If you are mainly focusing on GSOC, like I was a past GSOC mentee, mentor, and even in LFX, which is also similar to GSOC, but it was organized by Linux Foundation. So start up with knowing your skills. What are your skills? Or what are your area of interest? If your area of interest is machine learning, or if you are perfect in Python, then you can like search in the website that what are the organizations, what are the various organizations which are involved with Python or which require ML skills. So based upon your skills, you should filter out or mark out some or list of organizations, and then in those organizations, you can just try to figure out what are the past projects which have been accomplished, you like them or not, and then what are the idea lists for 2021 or 2022 for the future years. So based upon that, you should select, and once you step in, like it's a kind of diving into the water kind of thing. Once you just put your full effort, start putting your efforts in GSOC, then the things get easier. Like you will join the IRC channel of the various organizations which you are interested in, and then you will introduce yourself, and then the mentors will take over from there. They will help you out in preparing the proposal, or like understanding the ideas in which they want to work upon. So GSOC is kind of thing like you should make some PRs, and you should interact with the mentors. That is one of the most important things. So interaction should the mentor should be proper. Like generally, on an average, a GSOCer makes one PR at least per day. It may be 2 or 3 PRs depending upon the amount of work you are able to do. So it's an interesting stuff. And other than that, there are other open source there are other open source programs also, like outreach is there, mainly from India. I think so only girls get a chance because they include minorities. And other than that, like Linux community bridge programs are there, which are organized by Linux foundations. Those are also an interesting ones. You can give it a try. And more than that, like community bridge programs are not like GSOC. They are not yearly ones. There are many sessions of it. Like 10 years are there, like 3 months session are there. If you start from July, it will end in the month of June, July, August. So it will end in the month of like August or September. So like this 3 months gap is there. So these are easy ones. Then Alibaba source code, Alibaba open source programs are there. So you can give it a try. It's a like vast thing. You can learn a lot. And talking about internships, like it all depends upon you. Like what are the skills you have gained till now? If you are interested in web development, currently in the corporate world, generally they look for interns in the field of web development only, or mobile development. So if you are skilled in Python, or like the tech stack in which the company wants, then you can easily get a internship via platforms like Internshala or through LinkedIn. You can just post there like, I am a first year guy and I want to take intern. I have these skills. So develop your skills in such a way that is useful to the corporate world. Then you can easily get the internships. Like prepare for AngularJS in the front end. Like, and it should not be like you have multiple skills and you know none of them properly. It should not be like that. You should have at least one skill in which you are perfect. You have built some products in it. You can build something from scratch, so that it will increase your confidence. So, and once you have some internships in your hand or some projects in your hand, then things get easier during your placements. So yeah, from my side, it's the things. Any more questions you can just ask, or Dharma, you can just start off with the next one.
Yeah, sure. So I guess Abhik have covered everything, and most of the things like he said. You just start eyeing in the like many of my friend, and Abhik have also cleared GSOC in the second year, I guess, and in the first year one of my friend also cleared GSOC, and as he can do, then you can also do. So try for at least try that you try for GSOC or either for the internship. Don't try for like if you want the paid internship or stipend. Just try to learn in the first year and second year, and you will get a lot of benefits. And we have done so many internships. So go with and achieve your experience and learn whatever your mentor tell you, and that is things. Just learn in your junior years and use that experience for further time. So that will be the things. So now we comes to the resume building. So what are the things that we need to cover in the resume, and what are the things that is very needed in the resume field? So I just put the some points that you need to cover while building your resume. So you need one thing that is very like in the IITR standard format. So we have some contact detail and area of interest. Then we have education. You can add the education field in that you can add 10th, 12th, and your just recent college grades. So we every time we just get updated with our placement cell for our grades as well. And then comes to the work experience, and that we have already covered the internship. Internship, that is very required thing, and that will be a plus point for you starting with your internship. And we have projects. So try to do the project relevant to your area of interest. So if your area of interest is the web development, then go with the web development project. Or if your area of interest is the data science, then you should have some two, three data science project, or more than two, three data science project. So that are the things that your resume should be very relevant to the your area of interest. And you can also add your award, scholarship, and academic achievements in your resume, and that is very plus point for your side. And the skill set, you in the skill set you can add all the languages that you know, like the Java, C, CPP, and the lower level framework and the upper level framework, all the libraries. If you know, like if you know some data science framework, TensorFlow, Keras, or anything Android Studio, and framework like React.js, Node.js, Django, and everything, you can add that in the skills part. And then comes to the position and responsibility and extracurricular. So if you're in the POR and the extracurricular activities, it's your choice. Like if you want to go with the software side, then you do not need a lot of things in the management. Like you just go with the POR related to the your coding side. Like you have done some work in the some group of the, you developed some website and you just manage that website. You can add that POR according your area of interest. So that is very helpful. If your POR is like you are going with the software side, and your POR is related to the sports side, so that is not going to helpful. But yeah, that is also very plus point, but it's not necessary that you add that thing. So these are the things, POR and your extracurricular activities, you can add that thing, and you can give you edge for that thing. Now the what are the how you can make an effective resume. So one thing is that keep it very simple. Do not make a lot of buzzwords. Just make it very clean and simple. You know that recruiter is going to get a lot of resumes, and it's sorting them according his her choice. It is very hard task for him. So you keep it very simple, use very simple language, and keep it very simple and to the point. Do not go around the thing. Keep your work experience relevant to your profile. Mention more facts, figures, and numbers in bullet points. Like do not add some random thing that I managed these kind of people, I managed this kind of yeah, event. Just put all the fake facts and figures that like I managed a website where 100 users were visiting daily, and these kind of, and these number of reads and writes, and like just put the figures and facts. Keep things on your resume only if you can explain them. Just do not put that sake of filling resume 2 3 pages. Do not do that. If you can't explain that thing, just do not put that thing in your resume, or you are going to regret that thing. Update your resume frequently. Add more and more skills. Add skills according to your job profile only. That's what you are applying for. And now comes to the some interview preparation. So Abdul, you want to add some in interview preparation? Okay. So till Abdul join, I will just start like what are the things in the interview preparation we can start. So if you are, there are two things, you are starting for interview for second year, or you are starting for interview for your internship. So what you can do in every interview, you are going to get two things. One is the aptitude, and one is the DSA problems. So you are going to face programming problems surely. So in most of the coding related companies. So for that, you can go with the starting, as we said, first they make a good grip on the programming, and then is the aptitude. If your programming is good, you can start solving some aptitude test. And most of the people just have very good grip on the aptitude. So even if you can skip that, you should have a very good command on your coding things. So that is the very must requirement for the interview. And in the interview procedure, there are mainly 2-3 round happens. One is the coding round, and after the coding round, they have a round of the core CS subject. So in that, they ask for the operating system, network, computer networks, and database management things. So after the done of the coding round, they ask for these CS core subjects, and some of companies have more than one coding round, so they have two coding round. So in the first coding round, there are some simple question, and further they ask more difficult question as well. And in the interview question, they can ask also some puzzles. You can also get some puzzles as well. And for interview preparation, Abhishek, you can add something here.
Yeah. So the preparation for interview mainly depends on what company you are applying for. So it is better that you can Google, people have added a lots of their interview experiences. So you can just Google them for whatever company you are applying. Firstly, important thing is to crack the coding round. So you must be well efficient in your competitive coding. Then once you crack the coding round, then there are interviews. So which depends, like different companies have different interviews. They focus for whatever job profile you are applying. The questions that will be asked in the interview depends upon it. So like for example, in my case, my firm, one second. Yeah, sorry. So my firm asked questions that were based upon probability, statistics, and competitive programming. And as the interview rounds increases, the questions get tough. And at last, you have an HR round. So that will see how you interact, how you, if given a problem that is too tough to solve, how you interact with the interviewer, and what do you think, or what is your approach. These are all the things that they all see.
Yeah, Abhishek has rightly said that firstly you go through the whatever the companies you are applying, what kind of questions the companies ask. Like many companies go with the highly focus on the operating system, so you can try for the operating system problems, and some of the companies ask highly states problems and focus on the probability. So firstly, try like what kind of companies you are applying, and then focus your preparation according to their requirement. So that is the very much thing that is needed. And many times I also have made the same thing, that I didn't go with the company profile and what are the profile that the company is asking. So that is the thing for interview preparation. And I have also added some links and some websites that you should know. Free code camp. In the free code camp, you can get all the tutorials and all the courses in the freely, as the website suggests. All courses are freely, and you can also get the link on the YouTube as well. And most of the courses are available on YouTube as well. And that is are very beginner friendly. And you can just check out their YouTube link, and just when you type in the search free code camp, and you can get all the things related to the free code camp courses. And then there are Stack Overflow. For every problem you can get all your solution and the Stack Overflow. And for the courses, you can also get the courses on the Udemy, Coursera, and Udacity, and you can try their courses, and they have very good quality content. And I recommend you go with the paid courses, because you will surely complete them. If you get the free courses, you will it will be very difficult to cover them. So go with the paid courses on Udemy, Coursera, or any website that you like. And that is very beneficial, because you need a lot of skills that you need to add in your resume. Then I have also added the interview preparation roadmap for the your interview preparation. You can go that roadmap. And then there is one more link, that is every field roadmap. You can get, like if you go with the data science, mobile app, Android web app, So you can get all kind of roadmap how you start. So you just check out that thing, and then there is a awesome list. So when you go search more on the GitHub, there are compiled all the cheat sheets and all the requirement things that you do not have to give more efforts. You can get all things in the one place. So you can check out. Then there are programming books and then the free code game courses. So these are the things that we have covered regarding the coding roadmap. And now we have one session for the Q&A. So anyone can ask questions here. And we will also provide this PPT as well. So do not worry, we will provide you all the resources and everything. We will provide you that thing as well. And you can also ask to our mentor that what are the doubts you have. If you need some help in the applying for internship, applying for GSOC, we have mentors who have also been mentored for the GSOC and also recruited some people. And you can ask any kind of question related to web development, Android or data science, any kind of field that you are going to go through. So you can ask question. Or also, if you want to ask further question, you do not. Someone want to ask some question? Or if you do not have question now, you can go to our website. So how much time is required to learn a full stack web development? So it's a it's a journey. If you start from the basic, you go with what is your level. If you haven't started the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then it takes some time for HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Then you go with the higher level framework like the React.js. Then in the front, if you talk about the front end, you can learn HTML, CSS in the 15 or 1 month, 15 days or 1 month. You can cover HTML, CSS. Then in the next month, you can go with the JavaScript. So in the 2 month, you can cover the basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and you can cover the front end side. And for after that, you have to cover with the high level framework like the React.js or any other framework. You can go with any other framework. So React.js also need at least 1 or 2 months. So in the 4 month, you can achieve that the front end side. And for the backend side, like if you already covered the JavaScript, then if you want to learn Node.js, then you can cover in the 1 month in the Node.js. So if in the 5 month you can learn you can become a very good level, I can say. You can become a very good level, but learning is not important. You have to cover, you have to do some projects as well. You have to develop some stuff as well. Just try with some developing some website, and you will be very good to go. So at least you need 4 to 5 months to be a full stack web developer.
And I would like to add, like you might have seen some job posts wherein they ask for full stack developer having 10 years of experience, 15 years of experience. So even it's a general time of development, like generally a portal like MentoMeet or something, we take nearly 1 or 2 months of development work for us as students. I met one senior guy developer who was full stack, something like the similar kind of website in under 30 minutes. So depends upon how much proficient you are in the part. If you are given a product, how much less time you can design the APIs, you can work upon the design level, much time you spend upon developing such small projects or something like that. Even there are high paying contractual jobs also, you can look into that if you are not interested in internships and all. So this will really help you out in adding up to your resume some projects or something like that. But to become a full stack developer, like, yes, you require, as Ajay said, nearly 5 months.
Okay, and yeah, now I guess no one have question. So I will just share you our website, and I will go through the our website and how our website can be very helpful for you. So I guess in the PPT is ended, but I'm just
General question is there coming up in the Q&A.
what kind of certificates are good to have for web development? So someone can clear the question. What I didn't get this thing.
Okay, means like what kind of certificates? Like you can take any certified ones, certified organizations. Like if you are talking about development, then I suggest Udemy courses or edX certificates or any certified organizations whose certificates really do matter. Even if you are looking into some cloud computing or something around like that, then for those I can suggest you uh, going through the Linux official pages. They provide good certification courses, which are they provide good scholarships also. So yeah, yeah, correctly said. Skills matter more than certificates. You should be able to build the products. So certificates not matter much.
Yeah. So am I audible? I guess my webs.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I comes to the point like how the what is our website and how we can help you out doing all the things. Like we started MentoMeet for the college student as well. So how is it helpful is because we have mentors for all the field area. So it is going to be very helpful for you if you have some problems regarding how you can apply for the these kind of field, or what are the requirement I should do, and what are the things that I need to do. And these are the things that you can have the questions related to the GSOC and applying for GSOC. When I was applying, I also had a lot of problems like whom to apply and whom to contact. As Avik already said that contacting with mentor is very important here. You have to try a lot of emails and everything. So these are things, and if you have a GSOC mentor who you already cleared, and that is going to be very helpful. So you can try and you can you can apply for our mentor, your mentorship, and you can get contact with our mentor. We provide a one-to-one mentor for you, and our mentor will provide you all the related problems, solutions for your problems. So we have mentors from the most of the companies. So you can go with and you can contact them using our callback registration. So what you have to do, you just have to schedule a meeting for our mentor, and you are good to go. And our mentor will reach out to you for your queries. So you can ask your any queries in our website, and we will contact you for your solution. And you can schedule meeting any times in the, like you can choose your select date and you can choose your slot and everything, and then you can talk to your mentor, and we will contact you for your mentorship plans. And either way, you can also post your question here in the ask question section. And in the regarding, as you already know that we have provided webinars, so you can attend our webinars and you can join our Telegram channel where we continuously post the questions and solutions for some coding related problems and some general questions. So you can ask that question in our Telegram channel as well. And then we, regarding our college, we have some plans like if you want to ask for the some virtual internship, we provide virtual internship for your full-time preparation. And then we have mock interviews. If you are preparing for mock interviews, then you can prepare for the mock interviews. And if you want to go with for single call, you can get that call as well. In the single call, you can talk with our mentor at your in just few seconds. You can talk with mentor, and we provide your all solution in one call only. So you can get most of the things in your one call, and you can try that thing as well. So you can try over these plans if you like them. and you can contact your mentor, your favorite mentor, whomever you want to contact. So these are things that we have covered, and if someone have any doubt, still he can ask. Or if I left something, Virender, miss you, or anyone can cover.
I think almost all cover.
Okay.
Okay. Or we will thankful to Mr. Deepak or MNIT Jaipur Thank India जो
Yeah,
इस
like
वेबिनार को
these are the arrangements are done by the, yeah. Yeah, so Deepak have done a very good effort. He made all the efforts for organizing this event, and I guess we have helped very much. And hope you guys like this webinar. And we will share you all the links and resources, and we will share you the PPT, and you can get that PPT and reach out to us for any kind of problems if you have. So very thank you for IIT Jaipur, and very thank you, Deepak.
ओके फिर थैंक यू एवरीवन यदि आप लोगों को कुछ कहीं पे भी प्रॉब्लम आए तो यू कैन check out our website we will happy to help you
Virender, you can put over social media as well.
already basically we give feedback form in the chat
Okay,
box so we already mention in all our social media handles in feedback form
okay. So, and our mentor also done a very good effort. Our mentors done, like, in their busy schedule, they also get their time, and they gave their time, and that is a very good thing in the final year. Like, most of the people are busy, but still they make time and they gave their time. So it's a very good opportunity for you guys that you got a chance to get interaction with us.
okay so
Yeah, now if you want to leave, you can leave. And if you have any question, you can ask in our chat box or in our social media or anywhere. Yeah, people can leave.
ऐसे लाइव स्ट्रीम फेसबुक पे ऑफ कर दी
Okay, I'm stopping. Okay. So
ओके
लाइव स्ट्रीम हुआ था ना फेसबुक पे, या कुछ प्रॉब्लम आई थी बीच में?
मतलब हुआ था पीपीटी प्रेजेंट नहीं हो रही थी
मतलब अपन ने जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन मतलब कन्वर्सेशन किया वो तो हो ही गया.
हाँ